It started after I had surgery for breast cancer. I had also had to have my lymph nodes removed. There was a 20% chance that I would get lymphoedema, and unfortunately I did. And I really say unfortunately because it's been a real problem for me. But then I got cording in my arms and banding where the tendons were very tight, and I was referred to Kindra by my surgeon. And so I came along, and then the lymphoedema had started to get really bad then because I was having radiotherapy, and it made it worse. It just made the whole area, my lymphatic system, I suppose, collapsed, really. It is a permanent situation, but I have heard of people who had it for 2 years and it's gone overnight. And I know Kindra's had one patient, and she said after 3 months it went. So I'm just hoping, and I just do everything that I should do to exercise, do my massages, wear my garment, see the physio regularly, just keep my skin lubricated, just do everything I can to try and get rid of it if I can. There was a mental problem as well. There was depression with it, and I found that I was working throughout my radiotherapy and everything like that. I had my treatment at the end of the day, but I was exhausted, and so in the end, I just couldn't work. It was difficult with the compression garment on me, and to have the compression garment off too was not successful because my arm was swelling up anyway. Just the same movements with my arm, with the computer and writing and that, and just not feeling well after all my treatment and everything, and the mental aspect of it all too. It knocked me around, and I ended up giving my notice after being at my company that I worked for 8.5 years. We used it initially when I first came to see Kindra, and then things settled down a bit, so we were doing just manual lymphatic drainage, which we do with our own hands and everything, which I do every day before I put on my compression garment. And then we've started up again maybe 4 sessions ago, I think, which is about every 3 to 4 weeks I see Kindra. And it has been good in taking the swelling out of my hand, which is my main problem really, because when I wake up in the morning my fingers are all swollen, my hand's swollen, my wrist is swollen, and then I have to start all over again. It's just maintenance really. It's not getting rid of the problem, but it is maintaining it and keeping my skin healthy. Well, my hand has actually gone down. It's not so swollen. Before, when Kindra touched it, it pushed in. It's not so much swelling there. My wrist doesn't feel as tight, because normally to move my wrist it's really quite difficult because there's such a lot of fluid there. So it's obviously moved that fluid somewhere. And it's certainly not down my fingers, so it must be up this way here.
How long does that last for you?
Well, we have to put my garment on. If I didn't put my garment on, I really wouldn't know. And that's when I say garment, I mean my compression garment. So we put that on, and it should hold 2 to 3 days.
And how often do you have treatment?
Well, I usually come about 3 to 4 weeks.